Getting a colonoscopy is very important. It's something that needs to be done, and whether we like it or not, we have to go through with the prep. And this is a vlog of my experience of colonoscopy prep and the aftermath. If you want to see a realistic vlog of what goes on during a colonoscopy prep and what I had to go through, and you're curious to know what it's like, then keep watching. Okay, you guys, this is insane. I have to take 16 of these. This is a 17-gram packet, and I have to take one of these every 15 minutes. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I've been doing. I mix Crystal Lights. This one packet does 2 cups. Okay, so one packet does 16. So I do half a packet of Crystal Light. I mix it with water, and then I add in a packet of the Miralax. And I have to drink this, and I have my timer set. And right now I've got 7 minutes left to finish this, and then I have to start over again. I have to do this until every single one of these packets is done. Okay, I think that this is still too much, like too lemony for me. So I'm actually going to dilute it on the next round. So I'm probably going to do like 1 packet for 3 cups because it's very sour and I can't do that the whole time. So I might just do plain water sometimes too. 1 down, 15 more to go. I have some recommendations. So use these. They're nice and cooling, and they feel really nice when you're, having the watery, your poop will be very watery. And then soft Kleenex tissues with the lotion in them. And then also witch hazel with the little cotton pads will definitely help your bum. So I highly recommend that you get these for when you have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes and it's like you're sick. It's very watery and like diarrhea. Okay. I'm gonna have to move everything back to the bathroom because I can't pour drinks on my nightstand because I'm spending the majority of the time on the toilet now. So I'll take this with me and on we go to the bathroom. I shall be making all of my drinks here now. Okay, I have done 7 of these. I have 9 more packets to go. Yay. All right, I am on packet number 8. Oh, how many do I have left? 1, 2, because, 6, well, there's 16, so I have 8 packets left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yay, I can count. I can add. So, yeah, this is number 8. And I am adding just a tiny bit of Crystal Light to it, just for like some, lemony flavor. Just, give it some flavoring. But I will tell you guys that after the 4th packet, that was 1 hour. After 1 hour of taking this stuff, I already was like using the bathroom. And when I say using the bathroom, I'm being nice. It was more like, gosh, how can I put this without being disgusting? But basically like a toilet explosion disaster zone. Okay? So, and it's so random. I'm just gonna be real with you guys and tell you that it's like, you know, it's frustrating because I want to tell you guys things, but it's gross. So you know what? I'm the type of person that's just gonna tell you how it's like. You'll get runny, and then you'll get some plops of solid, and then you'll get runny, and then plops of solid. How's that? Disgusting! I know. Yep, now I'm just sitting on the toilet with the seat closed and, you know, with the lid closed, and I'm just, you know, having my drink. And I chose to use a measuring cup because I just like having to pour it up to the 8-ounce mark because I don't want to get confused. So, I'll just sit here until I can't take it anymore, and then I'll use the bathroom. So, I finished 12 out of the 16 packets, and I'm exhausted. I just feel worn out. I have a headache. My stomach is swollen. I look like I'm 6 months pregnant. My butt hurts. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep, but I can't because I have to finish 4 more packets. And when I'm done with those 4 packets, at 7 o'clock, I'll take the 4 Dulcolax pills and then keep going. So I just gotta push through it and be strong, but I'm just really tired. All right, so my alarm's gonna go off in about 10 seconds, and I'm gonna take another packet. It is 7 p.m. and I'm going to take 4 Dulcolax tablets out at the same time, and then I'm done. And then I will go to sleep because I'm exhausted, and I'm going to wake up in the morning and go do the colonoscopy. So I'll see you in the morning. Okay, I'm waiting at the hospital. Say hi. Oh, that's better. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. I'm on my way home. The surgery was, or the procedure said everything went fine. They weren't able to put the IV in my one arm, so they had to put it in my hand. I have an allergy to Keflex. That's what this red band is for. And I just like came out. So we're gonna go get some breakfast, right, baby?
Yeah, First Watch.
We're going to First Watch because they have a lot of gluten-free items. So, and I got my discharge instructions. She said I could eat bacon and eggs and grits and, you know, yeah, so. I still have some anesthesia in me, so I don't feel any pain right now. Very gassy. I let go of a lot of gas when I was in the recovery area, so that's actually a good sign. So yeah, I survived the colonoscopy. She said that I had a polyp or something. It's benign. She said I had 1 polyp in my colon, and that I'm pretty healthy, and they didn't have any issues. So good news. Yeah. I wanted to read to you guys the what to expect at home for recovery. It says, rest when you feel tired. You can do normal activities when you feel okay to do so. You may need to feel past gas. You will have gas pains and be bloated. And if you have a polyp that was removed, you may have streaks of blood in your stool. They didn't remove that one. They called it a fatty tissue. They called it a lipoma, but they said that it wasn't cancerous, so they're not going to bother with it. And for diet, it says follow your doctor's instructions for eating. And unless your doctor has told you not to, drink plenty of fluids. This helps replace the fluids that were lost during the colon prep. And do not drink alcohol. So, I don't drink alcohol anyway. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be drinking a lot because I feel very dehydrated. So as I stated in my prior video, my next appointment that I have to get done is my HEDA scan. And then after that, what am I getting done? Oh, I'm going to go see my rheumatologist. And then after that, I'm going to see my primary care doctor for a follow-up. I'm on the path to recovery, and I'm on this journey of figuring out what is going on with me. I still have the pain. Yeah, we're going to hopefully get answers and find solutions. So, all right, we're at first watch. I'm excited. I want to get like one of those drinks that's like juice and then they put like a immune booster shot in it. That would be yummy. You're starving? I haven't eaten in 2 days. I'm starving too. So I was trying to decide if I wanted to tell you guys this story or not, and I decided to go ahead and do it because what is the point of a YouTube video if you don't explain the stories that happen to you? I mean, that's what YouTube is about. It's telling stories. So I'm going to go ahead and share my story with you. By the way, that's my husband's nightstand. Ignore it. Okay, so I'm at the hospital. I'm waiting for them to call my name. I'm extremely dehydrated, just feeling like absolute crap. You know, the nurse calls my name and she's like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, not good. So she helps me, you know, walk over to my room and tells me to get dressed. I get completely undressed and then put on my gown. And then she let me put my jacket on. So that was nice. And then she went to go do my IV. And she just kind of seemed nervous. And as a nurse, I sensed that she's an inexperienced nurse and that she was nervous. And I didn't say anything. And then I saw her laying out all the stuff for the IV on the bed. And I could tell by the way she was setting everything up and making sure she had everything that she was a new nurse. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give her a chance. She said, if I don't get this, because she goes, you're dehydrated and you have really small veins. If I don't get this, then I'll go ahead and have the anesthesiologist do it. And I was going to say, go ahead and just have the anesthesiologist do it. But I didn't, because as a nurse, I know that they need practice, and I'm just going to go ahead and let her practice on me. Well, she infiltrated the vein. What that means is the needle went through the vein and it poked the side of the vein wall, and it's healing. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a bruise. But that was a week ago, and it is healing, so it's not too bad, but it hurt. And then the other nurse, you know, heard me, like, you know, yelling out, or not yelling, but, you know, I was like, ow, 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 you know. And he came in and he saw that, you know, that it was infiltrated, and I was like, take it out, please. They were going to go ahead and try and start the IV on another arm. And I'm like, can you take this one out, please, first? So they took it out. But when they did, it hurt really bad. So then he started massaging it because that's what you're supposed to do. And then the anesthesiologist doctor came in and he went to go do it. And he goes, where do you want the IV to be placed? And I said, I don't know. And at the time, all I'm thinking about is the pain that I'm in. And he's like, all right, well, let me put it in your hand. And I said, it's going to bruise. Well, the reason why I said that is because when I was at the hospital a couple of weeks ago, a phlebotomist came in to take my blood, and he tried to do that exact vein. And when he did, it didn't hurt very bad, but it bruised really bad. And I was like, I don't want a really big bruise on my hand. And he goes, well, where do you want it? And I was like, I don't know. And he goes, all right, I'm going to put it here then. And I said, okay, fine. All right, so I go, and he goes, do you want an IV or not? And I was like, no, I want it. I need to get this done. Just go ahead and get it over with, you know, because I'm in pain. And I thought that was very rude of him, you know, but he put it in, and I have the tiniest, I'll show you. I have the tiniest little vein. You can see the dot right there on my hand, and a little tiny bit of like a yellowing of a bruise. Yeah, that's where he put it. Flawlessly executed. He did it perfectly. So if you have to choose between a new nurse who's not quite confident in what she's doing and a doctor who's kind of a jerk, but he does it perfectly, who are you going to choose? If I could do it all over again, I would have just been like, just have the anesthesiologist do it. I don't want you to do it. You know, sometimes you just have to advocate for yourself. And yeah, because I feel like I made a murderer out of myself by like I knew that she was going to screw it up. I knew when she didn't get the flashback. I knew when I saw her placing the stuff, laying it out on the bed on my lap. I was just like, oh, here we go. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that. So just a quick update. The colonoscopy was 5 days ago from the time that I'm recording this. And after the colonoscopy, after I had my breakfast, I went home and tried to go to sleep. I was still under the anesthesia, but it had pretty much worn off after a couple of hours. And then I couldn't sleep because I was still having the water poops. Like, oh my God. I understand, like, it's worth it, you know, it's worth it to find out if you have something wrong with your colon, you know, but God, I don't want to go through that ever again. And if I don't have to go through it ever again, I will be so happy. But at least I'll know what to do for next time, because chances are I probably will end up having to go through it again. So I ended up having watery poops for the next 2 days. I thought for sure that I was going to be done, but apparently not. And I was eating solid foods, and I was very mild and calm with what I was eating, you know, low fiber foods, because I didn't want to like jack myself up with foods that were going to hurt my insides. But eventually, in about 3 days after that, I ended up having a little bit more of a solid poop. It's hard talking about, you know, what we do, how we eliminate our bowels and stuff like that. It's hard to talk about that on the internet, but it's something that needs to be talked about. And if you're familiar with my channel, I kind of don't have shame, obviously. After what you just watched, I obviously have no shame. It's just, that's what it is, you know? So anyway, I hope that I didn't gross you guys out and I was real with you, and I hope that my realness was able to help you to be more mentally prepared for what to expect. If you are going to get a colonoscopy, and I'm assuming that you are, or you're just curious, at least you know what to expect, and I'm glad that I was able to help you out. So I hope that everything turns out okay for you. What's that joke? I hope everything comes out okay. Hope everything comes out okay for you. But for real though, I seriously hope that you guys are in good health. And like I said prior in the prior clips that they only found one polyp and it was benign. So I'm really, really happy about that. Oh, I am so relieved. So anyway, I will let you guys know what is going on with me after I get my my HEDA scan and my rheumatology appointment, and I get my blood work results, and that video will be coming up on February 7th. So stay tuned for that. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.